All of you make it back to the main road that leads back to the Drent house. As you walk up to the space, you notice that the lantern that kind of had the signpost that said the maze is lit. Excuse me.
Bless you.
It's currently lit. And the little sign that said the maze is kind of turned downwards, the arrow pointing down. There are 4 more paths and 4 more light posts.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
All right, I
let's
say
do
we go to
this.
the next one.
Well, no, I thought that we were gonna go back home, Zala.
Oh.
No, I'm tired. I think Leo's tired, right? You tired, Leo?
We barely made it to the house, I feel like.
I'm joking. I'm shitting with you.
I
I
mean,
was just saying,
if
it's
you
fine.
want to sleep, I can pop open the dome and we can have a rest.
No, I feel like I'm one of the few here still invigorated.
Yeah, I'm fine. All right, just Tethrin, you
Just
pick.
fine.
Pick one and let's go.
This one, and I'll pick
The
one.
next one.
Do you guys want to
I'll
look at
pick
the
one.
signposts, or do you just want to go at random?
Nah.
Nope.
Oh, is there writing on them?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's little
Yes.
arrows that have the name of where you're going on them.
We
All
just
right, fine.
read the first one.
I'll pick one. What are the options?
You walk up to each one, and they read the one that you've done so far, the maze. The next one says the pool. The one after that says the vineyard. The one after that, the greenhouse. And the last one says the sanctuary.
All right. Well, because you all like to whine about me not reading, let's go to the pool.
Good. I think we're talking about Vashon not reading, you, not you. But okay.
You guys are heading to the pool?
All right, let's head to the pool. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beach
All right,
episode.
boys.
See how I subverted your
Yep.
expectations there? Anyway.
You
got me.
guys start walking in the direction of the pool. It leads around the back of the house, and you get a good view of the entirety of the Drent house. It is really large, with 4 wings. It kind of looks like a cross altogether. Very blocky though. So there's like a middle rectangle, and then 2 and 4 wings on each point of like that rectangle. The rectangle center is where you guys were trying to enter those giant double doors. So it's a really wide estate. As you circle around, you do see off in the distance a set of like lands that are used to potentially grow vines and wines and stuff like that. But they're a little ways away. As you continue, you finally make it to the back of the house. And there you see several different pools, 4 total, that kind of cascade one into the other. At the moment, there is no water. There is this strange black sludge that is slowly oozing from one pool into the next. As you approach, the entirety of the area is completely tiled in some kind of ornate fashion. Still having that same design that you saw on the door knocker and on the actual door handle. The entirety of like the fringes of the pool, going from one pool to the next, has these strange arcane runes and sigils flowing from one to the next. There's that black goo, seemingly out of nowhere, just kind of sliding down into the next pool, and the next pool, and the next pool, until it gets to the bottom, the largest of the circular pools, and it just kind of settles there, not necessarily moving in any one direction.
And here I thought we were going to
Ew.
play billiards. This is quite a disappointment.
Oh, you were thinking of
What?
the other kind of pool.
Like, I don't know what type of pools you guys have been to, but this is disgusting.
Pretty gross.
Yeah.
Uh,
What do we do here?
We
just
could
someone
dive
go
in.
inside? Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
No, we'll look around, see if there's
Zala, your heart's filled with this shit. Why don't you jump in?
Excuse
What?
me.
I'm glad everyone's voice is back to normal.
The creepy black ichor? Probably toxic to those who touch it.
There's no black ichor inside of me.
Can you prove that?
Cut
Watch,
us.
I'll just stab my.
To
No,
be,
no.
you sliced
said
off
none.
her arm, so you probably already know.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
I
That's a good
bleed.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Is her blood dark?
You bleed
How
what,
dark is your blood?
Zala?
I guess you better pay closer attention next time.
I hope there's not a next time.
Yeah, I really
wanted to
hope I
do it
don't have to
again.
cut your arm off again. It wasn't pleasant the first time.
Fine.
I'll go look for a diving board. Do I see one?
I'm gonna.
Oh my
Roll a
God.
perception check.
Is there a sign
23.
anywhere around here?
23.
Fine.
You don't see a diving board.
Okay.
Looking about the space, each one of the pools seems to have a slightly
Super
different
good,
decoration.
But if they get onto the point where
very
you don't
top
have
one
an ultimate
has
advantage,
kind of like these stone lions on either side of the pool. The next one has these strange stone goats. The third one has what look like eagles, and the last one, the kind of the mouth at the very far back, looks like an ogre.
Well, what do y'all make of that?
Oh,
Mm,
Maybe the fairy tales. About
I
fairy
don't
tales.
know.
Do these seem like they're from like stories? How they're positioned and whatnot?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh yeah, my dumbassness, but I got it 14.
With the 14, no fairy tales kind of pop into your mind, but a couple of these you feel like you've seen somewhere before. In this particular fashion, you're not entirely sure, but it kind of reminds you of some family crests. You're not sure why, but that's just kind of what pops into your mind. And that's all you can really get with a 14.
Yeah, these seem familiar. Like a symbol or something.
What was the order again?
Lion, goat, eagle, ogre.
Lion, goat.
I feel like they have something to do with like. I've seen them on patrols. I don't remember how though.
Hmm.
is there like a pool skimmer, like a net to clean the pool nearby?
Roll a perception check.
Perhaps we just need to make the noises these animals make.
It's a
Mm.
17.
Why would that be the solution to this puzzle?
No.
Well, at
With a
least it's
17.
an idea.
What
With
sound
a
does an
17.
eagle make?
With a 17, at the head of the pools, there's looks like a small shack. Potentially there might be something in there. There are other like assortment of things around the pools, like a couple of deck chairs, a few umbrellas that are kind of disrepair, and kind of like slightly off kilter. But other than that, the shack is really the only thing that comes to mind, Basher.
Maybe the solution doesn't have to do with those. Maybe we could just try skimming the pool and seeing if the key is down there. I'm gonna
Oh,
go check out the
it's like
shack.
an episode of Fear Factor. We just crawl through it
Yeah,
all
brave.
until we find it.
Yeah, but I think
Uh,
we might find a tool in that like pool
I'm gonna
house
cast
over there.
Shape Water and see if I can, if there's water underneath, and if I can move it out.
Okay. You cast Shape Water, and the magic takes hold of something just below the surface of the strange ooze, and you start trying to pull, and the black ooze kind of extends upwards, but never quite releases anything.
Well, there you have it.
You're able to kind of manipulate the black goo with this, but you're not able to pull water
I will
out.
make it into the shape of Vasher.
black ooze masher appears,
Have it slice at him.
kind of like swinging a strange, like goopy sword.
I don't even wield a sword
Teth-
anymore, Tethrin.
Well, I
Why?
just thought it'd be funny.
You should fight that thing. Looks evil.
I don't think it's. I literally can see Tethrin casting a spell.
I'll
No,
fire
no.
it.
You firebolt it?
It's
Yeah, I'm
gas.
curious to see if it'll burn away.
The firebolt strikes into the black goo and then just dissipates.
It's a voodoo black dew. That black
When
goo.
I
No, and
when I get to the pool house, do I find anything?
The pool house is currently open as you push into the space. There's a bunch of assortment of tools and doodads and gizmos in here, potentially all used to clean the pool. You do find some kind of pool skimmer.
I grab it and I start trying to skim the pool.
Okay. You come back with this pool skimmer and you kind of poke it into the goo. After a little bit, kind of slides through the goop, and you're able to kind of start trying to feel around down there.
What?
You feel
Dude,
things down there as you kind of push with the skimmer, like things move around in the space. It kind of clatters and crunches as the pool skimmers give.
Is this ooze alive?
It feels like there's pebbles or rocks down there, or something that's just clattering and moving around a bunch of stuff.
Perhaps bones, and I try and catch some of it in the net and pull it up.
You kind of like scoop as much as you can. You start trying to pull it up. You see the goo is kind of latched on to the rod itself, and as you try and pull, it doesn't quite let go.
Hmm.
here, stand back. And I'll try to cut it with my sword.
Cut the goo.
Yes. Is it like cheese or is it like just one big like mass? Or is that
It's
able
kind
to
of
get
like
it out?
cheese. It's very elastic and it has a
Yeah,
lot
if
of
it's-
gives to it. But as you go and take your sword, the sword becomes stuck as it's being pulled in by the goop. You kind of struggle and fight against it. Go and roll strength check for me.
Oh shit! I've lost the sword.
Well, that was a stupid thing to do, so you kind of deserved
With
it.
a 6, the more you fight against it, the more goop gets on it, the harder it is to pull away until eventually you just have to let go. And you see the sword slowly sink beneath the goop.
Well, no one touched the goo.
Yeah.
you did not have to tell me twice.
Here, I have an
What?
extra sword. I'll give him a short sword.
Not
No,
really,
it's
you haven't
fine.
done the short sword.
I have okay. I had 2, but this is fine.
Do you want
You
a
had
javelin
3 with
too?
you?
I had 2 with me. I have the diamond crown one, the one I just fucking
Right.
lost, and I got my
Yeah.
daggers.
Well,
Why would you put the nice sword in the goo?
I didn't. I said the one that I just lost. The diamond sound is on my back. It's my backup.
Oh, I
look, I have all of these, and I'll. Am I still wearing weird clothes?
Yes, you are.
Well, then you can already see that I have 4 daggers on my belt, 2 short swords, and a glaive on my back.
Oh,
I give you a short sword.
Dang, yes,
okay, yeah, I guess I'll take a short sword.
Holy.
We look similar. We
He's
look similar.
Wesley
Then you got the
Snipes,
fucking
dude.
glaive.
Fucking
Yeah, so
blade,
I don't need this anymore. Anyways, I'll go over to the statues. Do they move at all?
Are you trying to push them?
Yeah, sure.
You kind of push against the statues. They don't budge.
Well, I'm out
Would
of
I have-
ideas.
So far,
Would
you
I
all
have heard of?
you're all kind of just standing at the top layer of the pools. You guys haven't gone down any further to inspect the rest of the pools. So you're currently up with the lion pools. It kind of cascades downwards about 5 feet to the next pool, which is the goat pool, and so on and so forth. 5 feet steps down to the bottom ogre pool.
Would I have heard of
the ogre.
any stories about like these 4 things when I was growing up? Like one story that
Braylon did already ask that question. I'll allow you to roll a history check for it.
I was trying to think of a better way to ask the same question.
Well, you know, Vasha,
definitely not.
I could tell you the story of Aslard the Great. He was a lion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that one. I'm
Fast
pretty sure he, even though he murdered a lot of children, got to return home. I don't know.
There's a moral there.
Pretty pog.
Did y'all ever hear about the story of Yambi, the Great Star?
Anyway, moving on.
No.
What if it's the first letter of each animal? So we have L for lion.
Legio?
No,
Oh, it's like Leo.
It's an anagram. So you have an L, a G, an
It's
E,
Lego.
and an O. It's Lego.
Let's
So
go.
why is it
Lego,
Lego?
my ego.
Because it will not Lego my ego, the ego being what's beneath the surface.
Okay, do we have rope? What if we, like, lower something heavy?
I've already solved it, Zala.
Okay,
What?
maybe we have to just dip ourselves in the order of the pools.
Nope.
No, we have to
that's
find a brick. Multiple bricks and put them
All
together.
right, I'm going to go look at this goat pool.
I'll go to the ogre, I guess.
You take the small stairs, heading downwards to the next step of the pool. Looking around the space of the kind of goat pool, it's more rectangular than the one above that was very circular in nature. I'm going to roll perception checks on.
Yeah.
See
A
Legos?
14.
With a 14, behind one of the goat statues, you see a strange, like, shape. It's currently missing something. Looks like almost a rectangle. Like a plaque is supposed to go at the base of the goat statue.
Does it look like it's been missing a long time? Like, is there like a stain where around it?
Sort of. It's kind of like an inlay. Like
Okay.
a piece is missing.
I bet it's inside. Raylan, is there something missing on your ogre statue?
I
I'll
checked
shout
the
from
ogre
across.
statue.
Raylan, you make it all the way down to the ogre statue. The largest of the pools. It's kind of a large circle. As you walk over to the ogre statue, it's like standing. It's not like a hunched down or anything like that. It's standing, not holding any weapons. It's just kind of proudly there. At the base, it is missing a plaque.
Yeah, there's one of those sign things missing.
Mine is also missing one of those. It seems that this is what we're going to have to find. These small metal signs. Do you think they're just in each of their respective pools?
Sure. Sounds reasonable.
I'll walk back to the group. I propose we draw straws. Whoever draws the
saying that
shortest
here.
one dives into the pool, tries to find the plaque, and will determine if this is truly the way to do it.
All right, that sounds fine. I've got some.
And here's the thing. You might say, well, this is dangerous, Zala. I don't care. First of all, we signed up for it, sure. But more importantly, Leo can res us. Oh, why did I say res us? He can heal us.
What are you talking about? If you jump into the pool, you're not going to get back out. Can Leo teleport your body out?
I hope that I'm not going to be the one to go in. And that's what I'm banking this on.
Leaving it to fate.
What's wrong with you?
Quite frankly, we've been here what feels like hours.
10 minutes?
It's felt
And you
so
want to kill
much
one of us.
longer.
2 of us even.
Not
What's wrong with you?
necessarily.
We'd have to do it once per pool, so 4
Look.
of us most likely.
Well,
Look,
the first one's more of an experiment, really.
Zala, how about this sword? Use all your strength to get this little sword out.
Well,
I'll
we
point
find
to
the
Raylan's
plaque.
sword.
The sword is just kind of like the top bit now, as still slowly sinking.
That's what I
Well,
thought.
Perhaps if we find the plaque, the pool will be, cleared magically.
Yeah, it probably would. So you
Yes,
should go in
you're,
and get it yourself.
You guys hear a from the topmost pool, you see like a large slew of sludge just pulse out from just beneath the deck of the pool.
Unpleasant.
Or
Also
it might be
mediocre.
coming to us.
Just like
I want to.
a big mound of sludge just immediately ejects out, and it all kind of moves quickly downwards, and then it slows back down to its normal pace.
Can I look at where it came from?
Sure. You walk over to that section of deck, and you kind of like try and look down as closely as you can without touching the sludge itself. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
That's a 21.
With the 21, it is hollow. There is a small tunnel leading in that direction. Just about pretty much the entirety of the eastern side of the topmost pool seems to be part of this strange waterway that is just now made of that odd dark sludge. You kind of stand up, and with the 21, you look back, maybe 30, 40 feet. There's kind of like a manhole cover.
And I go over to it and I lift it up.
You kind of pry it. It's fairly heavy, but you manage to just kind of toss it off to the side, and it does go down.
I think this might lead us to a solution for the goo, but I do not know.
Well, I see no other options. Let's go.
All right,
What did y'all
let's go,
find?
Catherine.
I'll jump into a
And I'll
pool.
I'll start climbing down.
You climb down. It's not very far. It's like maybe 10 feet down. When you finally hop to the base, you see water is currently flowing towards the pools.
Okay. And I'll follow the flow of the water.
Which way?
The way it is flowing towards the pool.
Downstream.
So you're following in the direction that it's currently moving?
Yes.
Okay. You make it maybe 10 feet before you see a large mass currently like moving and shaking in the space. This dark goo is, and you hear it go as more dark goo just echoes out from it, spreading across until it fills almost the entire space and kind of going upstream and then flowing out towards the pool. The mass seems to have arms made of the same strange goo, kind of just dangling there.
Feel like I want to. About how far away is it, and about how long does it look like it has reach?
It is 20 feet away from you.
I believe that to be a creature.
I believe that to be a creature too,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's making the goo. And I think maybe if we, and I make like a little. I turn to Tethrin like, maybe it'll stop.
I'll look back at Vash and just be like, give a thumbs up.
Yeah. All right.
Just to give you a visual of what's kind of going on.
There's always a battle map.
Yeah. There's always a battle.
That's good.
Gotta be
Helpful.
prepared for your death.
Sorry.
Oh
Trying
my
it.
god.
A dragonborn and elf walk into a sewer.
They get eaten by an ooze. The end.
That's it.
I have a feeling it's a pudding. Thank you very much.
That's
It's a
that's
blood pudding?
metagaming. Never once has it been described as a pudding.
It's very
It's
pudding-esque.
We've already fought
It's a
the
muck,
black
dude. We're
pudding.
just fighting muck.
Muck.
You're a
Oh yeah,
schmuck.
backwards come.
That's true.
Oh.
He's got a point.
Nelly, come here. Get over here.
How would you feel to dive to a Pokemon?
Depends on the Pokemon.
True.
Like,
Oh.
Lopunny, dude. Oof, I would die to Lopunny.
step on me.
No,
Yeah,
what
I was
the
waiting
Alright.
for it. I was waiting
Alright.
for
Anyway, back to the
I was
game.
waiting.
So
Yeah,
we're in the
yeah,
sewer. Wait, are we not all in the sewer? I thought we were all in the sewer.
No,
Here
No,
in
it's
my
just
No, only
garage.
you two went down.
Just you dummies.
I'm back
Basher,
by the ogre, but they did
Basher,
not follow.
I wanted to go, but the conversation moved on.
Basher, I can see a creature token. I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Oh,
Well, I think we should assemble the rest of our firing squad and then just kind of.
the symbol.
I don't like to be called a firing squad.
Yeah, it makes me like I'm
I
gonna
don't
die.
think it's a problem.
Pop, pop.
Hopefully, we're not the ones dying.
Yeah, let me put the
Why
with the
you
manhole.
always die? Always
Why
dying.
you always dying?
So
Ooh, oh
at the
my
moment,
god.
the two of you are down here. Water's currently flowing upwards. This strange ooze is kind of vomiting more of itself into the pool area.
It's shitting.
What are you two doing?
Guess.
I'll just climb back up the ladder.
Yeah.
You two climb up back to the top. You are now back on top. Everyone else is kind of gathered by the pool still.
Hey guys. So
Hey,
there is
what's down
a
there?
monstrosity down below. If you'd like to kill it, we can. There's not much room to operate. I'll be honest. Lots of water. Not a lot
Lots of water.
ground.
What does it look like?
Looks like what's in the pool, but
But like in a shape,
Mm,
and it has
yeah,
arms.
like this, and I'll use shape water to create
And it
what it
shows
looks like.
kind of a pretty accurate description.
Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right, then.
I can only imagine it's the source. Yeah.
Did it
Oh,
look like
the
it was
adventure.
oozing upwards?
I'm sure it's just secreting itself into the water as it flows into the pool. So
Yeah.
It couldn't be like duplicating
Was
itself.
the water down there also dark?
What if they're
No, the
married?
water was clean. That's where it was flowing from.
yeah.
look, this sounds like a much better idea than just jumping into our deaths.
let's
So,
go. Let's just go.
It's kind of crazy that you just suggested jump like killing people.
No,
I
that's
mean,
not
it's
the
not
end
that
goal.
radical for Solitude. I feel like.
Wait, what
Suggest
happened?
that.
Come.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's try this option. Come.
Sounds like Zolo's being
Is that
Zolo.
muck backwards?
Oh yeah.
How did you know my favorite food was muck?
Oh God.
My secret of muck, you discovered it. Oh wait. Okay.
You guys all
Tetran,
descend
Zolo.
down and are able to see the same creature kind of vomiting towards the pool.
Ugh.
I don't know if you two want to get back or not.
What was that, Raylan?
I was saying in Tetran is all I wanted to hang back so they don't get gummed.
Yeah.
I am
I'm gonna
hanging
put my hand over the water, and I'm gonna cast Shape Water to freeze it in a 5x5 cube.
5 by 5?
Yeah, this is this cube. I'm just gonna freeze it.
Ah yes, Elsa, welcome.
And
And I'll kind of put my foot on it.
okay, it kind of dunks down under the water.
Is
It
it
kind of
is
starts
it
flowing.
moving?
Yes, it is. It starts flowing in this direction.
Oh my.
Oh, in that direction?
Yeah.
As it starts flowing, I'm just gonna continuously hold it there. It's a cantrip, so I can just.
Oh, are you gonna hold it in place?
Oh, never mind. I take it all back. I can only have 2 instances. I take it.
Yeah. Eventually, it flows and gets buried underneath the dark goo.
Gotcha. All right. Well, how do we want to do this, boys? Girls.
Well, I figure
Well-
we can set up rows of people and we just take a bunch of ranged attacks at it till it dies.
We can also try to
That
push it
would
through
be
all the way.
Oh, that's a. How'd you go about doing that? I like the
I don't
thought
fucking
process.
know.
I'm tracking. Okay.
I don't. I'm the one who comes up with the schematics, and y'all come up with the plans.
Is that how this has always worked?
Well,
I'm
if you
sorry.
came up with the plan, you should come up with the schematic to execute the plan. I don't know what you're on about with that one, but does anybody have a
What?
spell that can push him forward?
Wait, Bubba, Tethrin, you did the shit with the goo a second ago. Can you do that on that thing?
I'd have to get a little bit closer.
We can
Do you
just
have to
shock
be
it,
able to see
probably.
the water to shape the water? Yes.
Besides that, we just gotta lure it out. Maybe we could lure it out somehow. Hmm.
I just don't
Alright.
know how you even harm it.
Yeah, it's true. Anything
I'm
you
gonna
attack it with is gonna get sucked in, most likely. So
Probably it has to be magic.
Didn't we
But
fight
your
something like this?
firebolt above didn't do anything.
True, but it wasn't
Well-
necessarily a creature now.
Can
Well,
I
it looks like
cast my
the
mage
same
hand
material.
What was that?
and
Mitch?
Creature or
try to?
not.
I want to summon my mage hand and try to push it.
why would you?
It can't. It's not that strong. It's 10
Well,
pounds.
if I can, yeah. But if I can move 10 pounds of it, perhaps.
The
Right.
mage hand appears into space and moves slowly. Eventually, it touches dark mass and it starts sinking into it, trying to pull itself away. It can't, and it vanishes beneath the dark folds.
Yeah, okay, that's. I thought that's what would happen. Oof. Well, I don't know, folks. I feel like shooting it's just the best idea at this point.
All right, then shoot it.
All right,
Wait.
shoot it.
Okay.
What?
Alright.
I shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
All right, go and roll the hit.
I was gonna say, can we
Excuse
all
me,
do a little
Tethrin.
shooting at the same
I'm just
time?
gonna go ahead and.
That's
climb up here
a 10 and
little
an
bit.
11.
Xander, fix your mic.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
Okay, that-
I just
It's just
unplug it and
static-y.
plug it.
Yeah, crinkly.
It's really crackly.
You're
Maybe he's
roasting
just getting
yourself on an
old,
open
dude.
fire.
It's because I'm about to cast lightning.
Is that better?
Fireball. No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Disconnect and reconnect.
Is that better?
No.
No.
Hmm.
Mics are annoying.
Well, this headset might be dying. It's kind of. She's like 7 years old now.
If you think mics
That's
are
what comes
annoying,
here.
wait until you meet us, Xander.
Pretty
Say, hey,
say,
Noah.
you said a 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 and
Yeah.
11.
They both hit. Go and roll damage.
Holy, he's a weak boy.
I don't know about that.
No,
He's
he's
an
weak.
absorbent
He's so
boy.
weak.
Hey, what is this, Emil, back here?
That's your ice cube.
Ah. No.
Aha.
6
I
16
summoned Ice Cube,
for damage.
the rapper.
Hey, it's your
Ice
boy.
Cube.
Yeah.
3 out of con.
He's walking
Cube
up to
shows
him
up
and he's
and-
like, "Fuck the police, dude."
It starts talking about SVU stuff.
The black goose
Did
turns
you say
into
Ice
ice cube.
Cube or Ice Tea?
With the 16 points of damage, blasts into this thing. As it kind of jiggles, it kind of reforms into the space. It continues vomiting.
Oh, jiggle.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Who wants to be the bait?
Oh, we can draw straws like
Does that make it less staticky?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
a little
bit.
bit.
Okay.
So it looked like it.
Wait, is this thing stuck
It's-
in something? Did I remember it?
It's blowing. It's blowing by itself.
But what is it backed up to? I guess is the question.
What do you mean?
The drain.
So this is the drain right here.
It's like it's what
No.
pushes the
So
water
this
out.
is a water flow. Right here on this far end, that's like the line that pours into the pool.
Oh. Ooh.
And it's currently
Watch
vomiting
that,
in
push
this.
it.
It's vomiting in this direction right now.
I see. So the water's flowing up, and
it.
the pool taking water from the gray boxes. Okay,
Uh-huh.
got it.
Yeah, all this gray stuff is just where the dark matter starts.
Yes,
I can hear if this helps at all.
that checks out. I got you.
This is
Sounds like you
like
can
where
push
the
it through.
pool would start. This yellow
Sorry.
bar.
When I hit it, I wanted to drag it forward 10 feet.
Or toward you.
It's towards me.
Forward, yeah.
Okay.
A long stream of dark goo pulls back about 10 feet and drops into the water. And then it slowly
Ew.
flows back towards the mass.
I just assumed it would have been the center mass. Well, all right. I've done the only things that I know how to do. So, anybody got any ideas? That'd be really cool.
Well, I have a crazy one. I
Is
have
it to jump inside of it?
Oh, guys, I have an
No.
idea. Actually, this is great. I actually just learned this earlier. Why don't we talk to it? We can try
Oh.
diplomacy.
Yeah, go
Are you
ahead.
being like Vasher was?
I
Are
don't
you
have
making
mean-
fun
a
of
talk
him?
to blob spell. I'm sorry.
I have a comprehend language. Is it just groaning or is it speaking a language?
At the moment, it's just going.
Just dumping its guts out.
Maybe it just had a bad shrimp cocktail.
It has
Well,
a dumpy.
all I'm saying is, y'all were talking mess back in the hedge maze. However, when I tried talking to the knocker on the door, it did something different, and we learned what to do.
Well, Vasher, it
So-
sounds
Not
like we
to talk
don't
to
have
it.
any other options. So, if you want to talk to it, go ahead.
Excuse me, Mr. Blob Monster.
Oh, I'm halfway up the ladder.
Everybody else is just climbing out.
What do you say, Vasher?
I said, excuse me, Mr. Blob Monster. Do you speak any languages? And I say that in Common, Celestial, Draconic, and Elvish.
All at the same
So
time.
you say it over and over again?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
like,
say the
Yes.
same thing 4 times.
it's like the buses in
God.
Disney World, dude.
That's
Like when you
right.
get in a
You
ride
hear
or
it-
whatever.
Vasher, in
Oh,
common,
God.
you hear, "Leave me alone. My belly hurts."
And yet y'all said talking wouldn't do anything.
We have to give
Yeah,
it
now
a
what do we do?
bath. It's spirited
belly
away.
hurts?
Yeah, spirited away.
I've played Super Mario Sunshine. Here we go.
You all have been very strange today, but good job, Vasher. I'll pat him on the back.
Thank you. I always talk to inanimate objects. Y'all already know this.
This is true.
It's
works
not
out.
inanimate.
It worked.
Well, we can hear
Well,
this
that's
one.
fair. This one is animate.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
this
talking,
one's
so
real.
it
all the
might be a
objects that I
human.
talk
No, your weapon is not an
I can see this one.
Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
It turns around.
anyways,
It turns around for a moment, and just kind of like side eyes you. You notice now it has a massive mouth and a couple of eyes, just kind of floating around in the top parts of its mass. And it says, "Stop objectifying me."
if we made your tummy ache go away, would you
No, I got a bellyache.
clean up and help us find the plaques that we're looking for?
That has to be a
I-
yes.
and then you hear him say, "I owe you nothing."
True. Got a
Well,
point.
yeah, but if we help you solve your problem, that's why I'm coming to the table to negotiate. If we solve your stomach ache, will you help us?
Roll
How about he
persuasion check.
just? How about he just stops puking over there and pukes somewhere else?
That's a 21.
Well, 21, it kind of turns around a little bit again. It stops for a moment, vomiting, and you see it's not moving. The goo isn't moving very quickly, so it's starting to slide out as it's kind of holding itself in, stopping itself from like vomiting. You see it's starting to slowly grow in size, as it says, "I help if you help me," and then it turns around and immediately starts just throwing up again.
Does anybody happen to have a glove or piece of cloth?
A what again?
A glove for your hand?
Oh, I do have a
No.
large piece of fabric.
So
If
you
you
are
like.
not going to stick your hand in that thing.
I'm
I have
not
a
gonna stick
hammer.
my hand in it. The large piece of fabric will do, Zala.
Zala, when you lost your arm, how did it feel? You know?
Awful.
Was
Well,
it pulled off?
I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I failed to do something before we left your break, and I
Yeah.
was saving this for like a special occasion to cheer Vasha up. The only thing I have is this dress.
Just
Give me the fucking dress! Give me the fucking dress! Guys, where is it? Give it to me!
Where is it?
Here you
Give
go.
it to me.
Here's the dress.
I
Martha.
yes,
A
for
couple of
Raylan. Can I borrow a
bloodstains.
knife? Can I borrow a knife real quick
Why do you want him a knife?
to
Use your
cut a
sword.
piece of the fabric?
To cut a bitch.
I don't have a sword. I have a mace. Maces aren't very
What
good for
happened to your
cutting.
sword?
Have you
You had a
tried?
sword.
All right,
Fuck
which
you.
one do you want?
Just any of
Yeah.
them.
I'll give
There's
him a
1,000 of
dagger.
them.
All right.
This
and
one has
I'll-
a tip that's been bent and just bent back in place. You can see the crease in the metal.
Okay. And I'll cut away a part of a big enough piece of fabric to cover my hand up to my wrist, like to
Okay.
drape it over.
You cut off a piece. Notice that sections of it have a little bit of like dried blood at this point. As you remove a whole like good chunk of it, you're gonna wrap your arm up to the shoulder.
Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna approach him with my hand covered, and I'm gonna touch him and use 5 points of lay on hands.
Okay, hold on. First of all, you dip yourself into the water. It is much deeper than you anticipated. Not having checked before, and remembering that Tether made a 5x5 cube of ice and dunked it down further into the water.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Bash
You-
is suffocating.
You still
Well.
jump into the water, and the current immediately starts taking you away. Having no lifeline, it's just you are free flowing directly towards the black goo. What do you do?
Oh, shit.
I'll run up to
How
here,
fast?
and I'm gonna cast Shape Water to start pulling him back.
Okay. How much water can you pull back?
5-foot cube.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's correct.
You can keep them in the same place.
Yeah, 5 feet in any direction.
How far away can you cast it?
30 feet.
Okay. So at about 15 feet, Vasher, you're immediately swept up by the current, and also you feel a counter current just rolling back towards you. I need you to go ahead and roll an athletics check to see if you can keep yourself afloat in that space, as you have two currents currently fighting you.
No.
Fucking 4.
Not great. You begin to cyclone in place, just spinning in circles as Tethrin's shape water is kind of making a mini like riptide in the space just to hold you in place. So you're kind of just spinning like a top in the water.
Somebody throw me a
Is it-
rope. I didn't
One
realize that this
second.
water was deep and fast.
Get a rope.
Can only
Is
hold
there
this.
anything here to tether?
I can only hold this for as long as I want. So y'all are fine. Y'all just do it as fast or as
That's
slow.
just spinning around like a washing machine.
It's kind of funny. So
It's please just help. I just want to be.
I'll take a rope from my
Vasher
bag,
starts vomiting.
and I'll tie it to my shield that I
Okay.
also have, and I'll kind of toss it over to Vasher.
All right, go and roll to hit
Sure.
with the improvised weapon.
Bonk.
Natural 20. Vasher dies.
Go to vomit jail. You could say this guy is a vommy mommy.
Please don't call it that.
I love that.
And if you do, I'll kill you.
That's so terrible.
Wait. What would you say this weapon, like, is it a simple weapon?
Yeah, it's a simple weapon, like I would say like
Okay.
a spear or something if you need like
No, it's all good.
It's a whip.
14.
14. Basher, is that your AC?
My AC is 18.
Okay. It skips across the water and moves in your direction. It's just a little bit away, and you're spinning really quickly. So to grab it, I need you to roll a dexterity check at disadvantage because you are spinning in circles.
Can I help him?
You
Since it's
spin
past
me
him, can I pull it a
round.
little closer towards him? Since, I'm just holding the rope.
Okay, then it would be a straight roll. Unfortunately, it's still a 4. So
happen.
at this point, you pull it back, and your tail wraps into the rope, and it begins you begin spinning into it, tangling with the rope. Your
That's
arms
actually good.
to get tied together, and you're not able to support yourself above the water. You go underneath. What's your Constitution
I
modifier?
have a 16 con, 3 mod.
So you have 3 minutes before you suffocate, as you are unable to keep yourself above water.
It's fine.
You are kind of flailing there, and Yeska, you feel the rope go taut.
Yeah, I'll pull him in.
I
Start
think I
pulling
can
him
use
in.
a second instance of shape water to raise him up too, actually, because I
Okay.
think I can have 2 instances of it going at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be.
So, doing that with like a kind of a parallel thing, eventually you get Vasher back onto the stone here.
Wow, well done.
You know, all
You
the
fucking idiot.
aquatics training didn't. Oh yeah, fuck you guys all. All right, except for the people who helped me. Raylan, you're not helping, so
I was
thank
actually
you,
going to, but they had it covered.
but you didn't. So thank you, Tethrin and Yeska.
Hey
Number one.
guys,
Number
It's
two,
watch
okay.
me jump into this water with 200 pounds of
Yeah.
armor on.
Oh,
You
I
wouldn't
thought
know
the
how to
water-
not be in that situation.
Everyone stop,
They
Alright.
literally
Vasher.
had swimming training at the Knights Academy. I don't know what you want.
Vasher,
Vasher,
just
your
breathe.
idea seemed good.
Can anyone heal him from here?
Yeah.
How far?
It's gonna be
Wait. How
Look,
far are
I
we?
have one spell I could use on him, and it's not gonna heal him. I'll tell you that much.
The
I can
closest-
heal him. I just
The
need
closest
10
you can
minutes.
get, the closest you can get to him is 20 feet.
Yeah, I can be 30 feet. I just need 10 minutes.
Do you want?
Sure, we've been here 20 already.
Look, here.
Wait, what?
No, Vasher, look, watch this. I will rub my hands together. A nice quick clap. Hands to the ground. And as I pull my hands up, the ground starts to come up with it. And I am suddenly floating on Maximilian's earthen grasp. Alright,
Is it the stone hand?
yeah.
Okay. A stone hand pulls out of the ground, and Tethrin is floating.
Bum. Look, just hop on this and I'll cover you over and you can just do whatever you wanted to do. I don't know why you didn't ask for this the first time.
I didn't know that was a possibility.
Well,
and
you
I'll
also
do
just
so.
walked straight into the water, so...
Well, I thought the water was not
Exactly.
that deep.
Mm. Yeah,
Well,
Should have
some
realized that when your ice
things-
cube floated away.
are deeper than they look.
That's fair.
So you get floated over.
Oh, I'm not with them.
Two.
Heck no, I'm staying over here.
Actually, you get floated over to the dark goo that's still vomiting.
And with my cloth-covered hand, I'll just barely touch him and use 5 points of lay on hands to cure him of whatever is affecting him.
Okay. As you cast lay on hands, you hear a sizzling noise the moment that your fingers touch this creature. You see the cloth immediately just peel away from your fingers. And the weird corrosive nature of his body just burning through the scales on your fingers. You don't stay on him long enough to take any damage, but you do notice that he has quite a corrosive nature to him. As you cast this lay on hands on the creature, he stops vomiting for a moment. And you just hear and then you see seven
Oh, I got it.
7 golden plates land on top of the goo and slide out towards the pool.
I will shape
All right,
water.
Catherine, reel me back in.
Ah!
Do you reel in Vasher?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is Maximilian's concentration spell?
It is, but shape water is not.
Alright, just making sure. The creature turns around and says, "Finally, I'm free. I'm gonna eat all the people," and it starts moving in this direction.
What
Eat
did
the
he say?
prequels?
I think he
He's-
said
I think he said he wants Pringles.
I'm gonna hope
Hmm.
that that's
Yeah.
what you said.
Bring the
Yeah.
Pringles.
He definitely
He
said he's
definitely-
gonna go eat people. The guys, come on. I mean, that's
100%. Yeah, yeah.
100%.
We may have, you know,
I wasn't part of this
uh,
deal, so I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
That's all you guys
this.
Well,
fuck.
remember, Raylan, Vasher explicitly said you were not helping.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
was
it's not your
part of this
fault.
venture.
Yeah, I mean.
So, yeah.
As
all right.
the black goo just slides out of the space. This area is now clear of water, and you see water just beginning to flow freely to the pools above.
My
Was
bird.
he telling the truth?
My bird's gonna fly out and go look for it.
Yes, so go and roll insight. Raylan, your bird flies
6.
out into the space.
Definitely.
Yes, as far as you can tell, that creature told the truth.
We should probably stop him.
At this point, it's
Go
disappeared
apple
into
then.
the tunnels.
Yeah.
Come on up.
I may have made a mistake, but we need these plaques. So
First you helped me. First you helped kill the innocent man. Now you
Alright,
help kill innocent
he
people.
wasn't innocent. He attacked us.
Is that how
Tetrin,
that works?
Your owl begins to fly up above, and you see the curtain of the dark goo beginning to draw clear of the entirety of the pool. As it slides from pool to pool down to the ogre pool, you see it kind of coalesce in the center and just kind of flow downwards, and almost like a whirlpool at the bottom of the ogre pool, and then the darkness completely vanishes. You see 7 glittering items throughout the pools.
There's stuff in the pool. They shine. They're squeaky clean. Do I see the slime anywhere? The ooze?
It vanished beneath the ogre pool.
Don't see the thing though.
Well, we'll probably see him again.
Uh,
And we'll climb back up.
Yep.
You guys all climb back up above to the pools. The goo is now gone, and you can see the bottoms of the pools. There is some kind of like debris down there. From here, you can't quite make it out, as it is a flow of water. It kind of constantly breaks and stuff. You'd have to look underneath the water to see what exactly is going on down there. But you do see the shimmers, the glimmers of some monochromatic, shiny objects.
Yeah. I think.
Want to go again, Vasher?
I don't really want to go in. I'm going to use the pool skimmer, which I'm assuming is just sitting, and now that the goo has retreated.
I'll just use shape water to start pulling.
Okay. Vasher, the pool skimmer kind of went along with the dark goo and ended up at the base pool, the ogre pool. It is still there. It's just kind of in the water, along with the short sword.
Like how deep down in the water?
Oh, the skimmer floats. The short sword doesn't, but it's in the middle of the pool. You'd have to go out there to grab it.
Oh, I'm just gonna use my mage hand to pull it in.
Okay. You kind of pull it towards you, and you have the pool skimmer. You start trying to grab at the shiny objects. Tetrin, you begin to use shape water, and along with the shiny objects that turned out to be 2 plaques at the very top of the pools, several other things float up to the top as well. You see pieces of bones, charred pieces of wood, and also among the debris, gems,
Among Us.
pieces of gold. They're all kind of floating in the bubble of water that you could have shaped upwards.
Yeah.
Do you pull it towards you?
I do, and I'll just drop it on the ground.
Kind of drop it onto the ground, and you see 2 plaques kind of slide out.
Suppose we can put these where they need to go, grab whatever it is it's gonna give us afterwards, and go fight that ooze monster, because we don't want people to die.
We
Sure.
don't want more people to die.
Well,
I gotta look at the plaque. I'm sure we have to match them, right? So what do they say?
Yeah, I'm sure there's 7 plaques. There's definitely a puzzle.
We're great at those.
The first 2 plaques that you found, One of them says Eagle of Saphiria.
That one's easy. This is a puzzle even Vasher could figure.
The next
Sorry.
The next one says, the Lion of the Horde.
That's exactly what I thought they were. Anyway.
After you've collected all of, I'm guessing you're just kind of skimming and looking for all the plaques. After you've
Getting
collected
any
all
other
of them, 2 lions are the same. The 2 eagles say the same thing. The 2 rams say the Rams of Sagely. And then
Weird.
the Ogre of Varanmir.
Wait a minute. Well, anyway. Has Saphiria always been an eagle? For some reason, I thought it was a mammoth.
You are correct.
Oh, shock divers.
Saphiria's emblem is a mammoth.
All right, that explains why I couldn't figure it out. All right. So there are 2 plaques. Were there 2 indentations, or?
Well, there's 2 statues, one on opposite sides of the pools. The only one that
Oh, the
only has one
ogres.
statue is the ogre.
Oh, good.
My bad. Okay. So we'll go full then.
Okay. You guys fit all of the plaques into their respective statues. And all the statues' mouths kind of fall open, and the water flows upwards to the statues' mouths. The pools just kind of empty until all the water's. The section that was pouring water into the pools has closed. You see the bones, the jewelry, the gold, all kind of littered down at the base. But you also see kind of like a mound at the bottommost pool, the ogre pool. Kind of like a pile where all the bones kind of coalesce. The section where all the black goo fell down into. So you just see the mound of bones and debris.
Well, I assume that's where the heart is. So I'll go attempt to retrieve it.
Yeah. You hop down into the pool, kind of slipping and catching yourself on just the scattered bones and debris. As you make it your way towards the mound, you'd have to dig through here to find anything.
Yeah, no problem. I'll start digging.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
For sure. 21.
With the 21, yeah, you kind of like rage dig through the space until eventually you do find another sarcophagus.
Oh. Uh-huh. Vasher,
Yeah.
do you want to talk to this one too?
No, I think we. I don't think this is. I don't think this one will need to be talked to. I'm assuming that the first coffin he was just dead, but I'll open it and talk to him. I guess feels right at this moment, and I'll hop down in there with Yeska and I'll attempt to open the thing.
Yeah, I stand just beside him.
As you kind of push onto it, years of decay and just being underneath the water makes it pretty easy to just kind of slide off. As the lid just flips off of this sarcophagus, you see there's about an inch of that black goo just coating around this dead body that's currently clutching something in its hands, and it's also pulsing.
Quick question: was there a name on the sarcophagus anywhere on the lid? Nope, no names.
Nope.
Okay. Tethrin, could you possibly shape water to get rid of the goo?
The goo's just on the fringes. It's not on the body itself.
Then I will do the same thing that I did again. Not trying to sleight of hand, but just give him something else to hold on to.
Okay.
And I'll. Is there like a big gym down here?
Do you go and roll perception check?
Perception. That's a 9.
Nice.
With the 9, I mean, you see some comparable gems.
Yeah, I'll just pick up one of them and then I'll swap them out.
Okay. You peel back the hands and you grab the strange beating object and place a gem in its stead. The moment you pull it out, all of you see something different. Kind of the same thing that happened last time. The world goes back to standard color. You look and you see the Drent house as it should look, rather than this strange other world. And you look, there is a body face down in the water of the small pool. It looks like some kind of luxury pool for the Drent house, but someone is currently floating here. A balding man, probably in his 70s, 80s. And then everything goes back the way you've seen it.
Can I tell if that's? It's like, would my character just be like, "Ooh, that's weird. That's not what I'm experiencing," and like think that this monochromatic world is reality?
I think you have a pretty firm grasp on the fact that you're in some other thing at the
Okay.
moment.
And I'm just gonna say a quick prayer over this dead man. Like, well, God's be with you, and I hope your soul is at rest. And then I'll put the coffin lid back on, and I'll hand the beating heart. I'll say, Tethrin, I have another key piece. I don't want it. It's kind of gross.
Right.
You place it into the haversack, and all of you kind of climb out of the pool, whoever was down there.
All right. 2 down, 3 to go.
I guess that ooze was too cool for poo.
Tethrin.
3 to
Take
go.
a d6 of psychic damage.
Yeah, I'll take a d6. It's like,
Very well.
You guys start heading back to the main road, the one that had led you to, that would eventually lead you to the interior of the Drent house. As you walk to that path, you notice that the next torch is lit. You also notice that a lot of the statues are missing.
The ones that we already did, or like just the ones that were just here?
The ones that were holding the spirits.
the lanterns.
Perhaps
Oh,
we
The,
yes.
freed
the
some
lanterns
souls.
are still floating in their space,
Oh.
Well, this took a
Well, the
land turn
statues-
for the worst.
but the statues are gone.
Can we tell where they went?
Go and roll
Yeah.
an
Yeah, I was gonna say,
investigation.
Are
there
feet
any
marks?
Can I assist
movement
Jessica?
marks?
Sure.
No, I was gonna.
Yeah,
I'll assist
guidance.
Leo then.
Nice.
So yes, you can roll with advantage.
Still not so great. A 10.
10 plus guidance.
Yeah.
Didn't know if I'd get it or not. E.
3.
Plus a 2. 12.
Yeah.
With a 12, you kind of look around the space where you know you had seen statues, and you do notice that there are footprints heading in all manner of directions.
Taste them. How
What?
fresh are they?
Are they heading like towards the town, or just everywhere?
So, if you remember, the way back to the town is closed off by a large hedge.
Right.
No,
Ah!
At the moment, you see footsteps heading in the direction of the other 3 locations.
No, that's fine. Okay.
Well, since you guys
We'll
love
see
to
'em later.
whine about my jokes, I guess we should go to the sanctuary.
Sure.
I'm gonna head out because I need to go to
Tethrin.
bed. But
I was actually going to say, as you were all heading towards the sanctuary, I was going to call it here for the evening.
Nice.